start again.
Oh, I can't say that.
To writ about my goodness. I can't leave that in. What if they watch that?
That doesn't make sense. God, I'm so tired. Oh, I sound like such
This is what I was just going to do, to be honest.
Hello. I have filmed this intro so many times.
Hi. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Good morning. Hello. 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 Good morning.
In fact, I've filmed a vlog that lasts about half a week so many times, and then I forget. So fingers crossed to see how this one goes.
Spoiler alert! It's half a week again.
It's Sunday at the moment. It's about 2:30. I'm just about to go on a hike, like a lovely walk around Northumberland, which is my favourite thing to do, so I'm really happy. There haven't been any vlogs. I've just been super busy. My main priority always is to teach the children. My main priority is never ever to pick up a vlog camera and film it. So I kind of feel like I can. This week we're going to give it a go. So I just thought I'd use kind of this opportunity, this little chat we can have now, just to update you on everything. I'm still in the same school. Obviously I passed my NQT year, I'm now in RQT. I am currently teaching year 3. Last year I had a 3-4 split, but because of the numbers, we now have 2 year 3 classes, so I have the older children in year 3. It is a new year. I still love it, still love working, still love teaching, can't imagine doing anything else. In terms of this weekend, I am going to honestly admit that I've done no work whatsoever. I had a bit of a funny week last week due to things that are irrelevant and not really worth talking about, and I just wanted to use this weekend to get myself back into like my happy place, which is where I am, and I am living my best life. I've done lots of exciting things and I feel refreshed and kind of ready to go back to work on Monday. So I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Good morning, hello, it is Monday, it is the 13th of January today, and it's about 7 o'clock. I managed to sleep straight through. I had a nightmare recently that my teeth were falling out, and was waking up in like a mad panic, but we slept straight through last night. I'm really hungry, and I'm wanting to leave at about 7:30, so I'm just about to make myself some breakfast. I think I'm gonna go for porridge, and I'll see you at school.
This morning we were solving multiplication and division problems, so they set it out in the different forms that they felt comfortable with, and had to answer the questions. Annoying, but it's okay. They did really well, and we did lots of mental maths work on the carpet as well, because times tables are obviously a really big focus, ready for year 4. In English we wrote our cold write. Every time we start a new genre we have a unit overview, and it's newspaper or it's based on Gangster Granny, which is quite nice. So they did their cold write with absolutely no help, based on whatever they wanted. We watched a little bit of news around beforehand, so I actually think lots of them have written like a verbal news report. Absolutely devastating, so it'll be really nice to read those. But yes, very busy morning as per. Hello! I realised that I haven't actually spoken to you all day. I think I showed you my English and maths work and then didn't speak to you since then. So her teachers came around, which was a little bit stressful, and then I went to go pick up my new car after school, so I had to run, so didn't get to film that, so my room's a mess, but it's okay. So this afternoon we had geography, which was all about the physical features of...
Just a note from me while I'm editing. I'm not sure why I look so deadpan eyes and possessed and like wrong in this video clip. Not this one. I mean, I don't look my best now. I mean the one that we were watching. But it's terrifying me as well. So sorry.
Of Italy, which was lovely. It was really nice. We did it with kind of like, I put the facts in slime and they had to work as a team to go and find them. It was really cool. I'll insert some pictures here. Ping, ping, ping. We used the slime to hide the facts. They had to work with their team to find the facts and then decode what they said. It's just a little bit of an easier way, well not an easier, it's definitely not easier, a bit of a more fun way to kind of give them the knowledge. So this is the outcome of that lesson. They had their key vocabulary at the top and they then used the cards to find subheadings for facts. Holly, who is also known as Little Miss H, also known as the love of my life and all things good in the world. We do this thing every night called highlight and lowlight of the day. So I thought you could get involved in it as well. My highlight of the day was the new car situation. But other than that, my mental maths lesson, which was fab, and the lowlight of the day was probably, I think, when people come and visit you and you know I should be like, yes, welcome to my classroom, and I'm like, my head I'm like, oh god, if this goes wrong, that piece of paper's fallen there. So like, it was a bit sad that I didn't get to really like enjoy showing off, you know what I mean? So it is 6:30 now. I'm just about to make some tea, and I might speak to you later on, but I don't know if I'm going to do anything schooly, so we'll see. Goodbye. Hi, it's 7:05. I'm about to go and fill my car up and get a treat yourself Tuesday breakfast. So I'll update you once I've done that, because I feel like I'm in a bit of a like, so see you soon. Hey. Cutie pie.
What's up, pie people? This is the point I realised my camera microphone wasn't working and it was all fuzzy and sounded like I was in a tunnel. That disappointment on my face though. This a week later, so I'm not sure what the learning intention was for this lesson. I think it was fronted adverbials or adverbs to show place and time, based on Gangster Granny. Your guess is as good as mine. We then read some newspaper reports and compared them. Cute. I can remember this lesson really well. It was so fun. We compared and classified different rocks. It was really exciting. They did a classification key that I did with my class last year, and it was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. But this one was amazing. They just got it. Some of them did it completely independently and made up their own questions. The first time doing a classification key, I think that's pretty good. We used some pictures and we set it out beautifully, and they're just angel children, really.
Hello. It's about just after 7. I'm here with some celebrations, and I just thought I would update you on the day. I realised kind of like halfway through that my camera wasn't working, so the clips I'd filmed were a bit rubbish. So this microphone was all weird. So I took some clips that I could kind of put some voiceovers on. Today was lovely. Today was really, really nice. Apart from the children were a little bit wild, like a little bit chatty, but it's okay. So first thing we had handwriting, and then we had some spag where we talked about fronted adverbials, and then we had our English. We looked at the features of newspaper reports. So I used First News, who I am obsessed with. I love their newspapers. They're like child-friendly newspapers. They're really cool. Used them, and we looked at the features of newspapers, which was amazing. After that, we did some more mental maths, which was lovely. And then we had like a times table rock stars kind of session while we did some corrections with the children as well. So that was all good in the hood. After that, it was break. It was lunchtime. What did I do at lunch? I ate at lunch, actually. I ate my lunch in the staff room, had a spiffing time, had a nice chat. One of the volunteers at our school is applying for a fixed term post, so she came to ask me for some help on her interview, so I did that. It was really nice to kind of socialise with everyone, which was lovely. This afternoon we had a science afternoon, so we last lesson we are looking at rocks and soils this term. Last lesson we looked at what rocks are, because many of my children thought rocks were alive, so we looked at what rocks were last lesson. Today we sort of sorted and classified and identified the differences between rocks, which was fun, and we had lots and lots of different rocks to choose from, and the outcome was actually really, really lovely. And then I kind of caught up on my readers. The children did some reading, and I read, hello. Come on then, join in. And we read some of Gangster Granny, which is really fun. I then had some intervention stuff and did that. And then we've got science book scrutiny tomorrow, so I kind of just triple checked my science books. And Mark, I've brought some English to Mark that I'm going to do, but I have a gym class at 7:30. So I'm going to do that. Today has been like a long day, but I've got so much done. I've been really productive. It's been a really long work day. Like I set off at about 7, and it's like 7:15ish, and now it's 7 o'clock and I'm getting in, which is a long day and does not promote work-life balance. But I've got some Cheetos from Home Bargains on my way home. Oh, here we are. We love being involved. Right, you're just being rude now. Get down. Today's a really long day. My days aren't usually this long. It's just because I kind of had lots to do today. I think I probably will. I'm in like a work mode. Do you ever get that where you feel like super productive? But I'll see how I feel after my gym class actually. So I'm gonna get changed, go to Pilates. I probably won't film it there because that's weird. Not for people who do it. If you do it, amazing. I would just feel weird doing it. You can all see my really bad posture. And I am going to, then I'll update you when I get back. See you later. Highlight and low light. I forgot. Sorry, Holly. My highlight. I loved seeing lots of people today. That was really nice. I loved having little chats with people and having some downtime. And I loved actually talking through possible interview. Not interview techniques, it's like observation, job interview, the whole teaching part techniques, and kind of reminiscing about when I was doing that, and giving my ideas, which was lovely. And then my low light, I think I've got a bit of a head cold. Like, I tried to say, I look so odd there. I tried to say a sentence in my science lesson this afternoon and just had like a brain freeze for about 5 times. You know what I mean, when your head's just pounding and I'm a bit snotty and I've got a sore throat, but we're okay, we're fine. We're pushing through. So that was my highlight and low light. Hope you had a fab day. Goodbye. Love you so much. Hi fam, it's currently 12:15. No, it's not. It's 12 minutes past 6. I want to say 6:15. I haven't filmed anything today and I'm really sorry. I'll go through it all tomorrow when I'm on PPA. I got home at about 5:30 after a staff meeting, with some very exciting stuff has happened. I am now the computing lead computer coordinator, which I'm very excited about. That's like my jam. And we're all talking about launching like our school's Twitter. So that was very exciting. It was very fun, and we looked at our portfolios in terms of computing that I'll show you tomorrow. I am being social tonight, and I don't think it's right to like stick a camera in their face and be like, vlogging you, because that's annoying. So I'm probably going to turn off now, and I'll speak to you tomorrow all about today as well. Highlight and low light before I go. Highlight, probably kind of getting stuff done with computing and becoming a computing lead, which is very exciting. Low light, I'm getting cold. I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday. And I was in the ICT suite, which is very warm, and the children are very loud. That was hard, but we got through, we got through. Okay, see you later. Hello, it's currently 7 past, oh my god, I'm so tired. It's currently 10 to 8. I got to school a little bit later than I wanted. I got to school about 1:45, which is really annoying. So I've just made some coffee and said hello to everyone. Hope they had a good weekend. And I'm just gonna kind of get ready for the morning. This morning we had a switch around. We had worship first, and we usually have worship in the afternoon. So we did that, and then I kind of had to squash my English and my spag together a little bit in my handwriting, but it was fine. It wasn't my break duty, so I went to the toilet and had a snack during that time. It's very rare. And then afterwards we had maths, so we were looking at bar graphs, we were looking at statistics. So I was able to stupidly have booked a gym class for 7, but I'm going to push through. I'm going to go to that. I'm just going to show you what we kind of did today. I know I spoke to you at lunchtime, but I can't remember what I said. It's one of those days where I'm like, we've got our sick person who's coming around on Thursday, so I've been asked to read with my class and just going to observe with that. So that's put me in a bit of a tiz because I don't like being observed. It makes me nervy. This morning we had English, where we looked at in SPAG, we looked at prefix miss, which was enjoyable. And I'll show you the work that came from that. They wrote their sentences, including miss, and then they made a little poster that some of them yet to colour in. And then it was the first of our cold write for information text. This in, but my kiddos have gotten smart to the fact that this tells you what to do, like a success criteria, so just use that rather than an actual cold write, so I haven't stuck that in yet. This angel child has chosen to write about dolphins. They've given me an information text about dolphins. Amazing. So I'm going to mark those for all my English work home, so that was amazing. After that we had maths, where I incorporated it into my geography, and there's a copy of this in their maths work as well. So it's bar graph comparing climate. Then, so that was this morning in maths. Then we did lots and lots of mental maths work ready for like non-negotiable screening kind of things. So we just worked on that, and they did some work in partners, and I worked one-on-one with them. And then this afternoon we looked at why Italy shakes. We looked at volcanoes, we looked at earthquakes. They wrote some information about volcanoes based on what they know. Lots of them have done earthquakes, which is annoying because I didn't notice it during the lesson because I was working with some of my children. So we can change that, that is okay. So they just wrote the information on it. I'm really pleased with what they got from it. When the volcano erupts, there is orange boiling lava. Love it. My class are such good little writers. But I need to obviously address the earthquakes. Not ducks. But do you ever feel like, you know, when you kind of feel like you're talking at them, and did they actually get anything from it? But quite clearly they did. I think earthquakes are so exciting. I got a tray in my classroom recently that looks like this. To do with science, but I might change it to earthquakes and volcanoes. I think that could be really cool. But I'll keep you updated, depends if I have the energy. So they did some information on it. We got a vocabulary. I love this. I think this is really helpful. The kiddos add to this as the lesson goes on. The vocabulary they think is important. I do this kind of across the board. I'm sure I saw you do it in science the other day. Maybe it was geography. But I do it. There's another one. Physical features of Italy. They identified that themselves. Cutie pies. And then they wrote a diary entry as though they were in, because we talked about the last earthquake. I find it like such a mess. I always feel like at the end of the day you can really see how it deteriorates as it goes on. Yeah, I am going to go to the gym, going to go to my spin class because I'm crazy, and then I need to do a food shop, so I'll probably go to Morrison's. This stuff isn't interesting, it can't be. And then come back, mark my books, I'll probably update you. See you later, goodbye! Hello. It's currently 7 o'clock. It's not 7 o'clock, I lied. Oh me. It's 3 minutes to 7. It's currently 3 minutes to 7 on the 28th of January. Really rich. I've just got home. I went to school at 7:30 this morning and I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. I had a really nice day today. Today we talked about word families, first of all, in spag, so they did like a lovely portrait of a family and then wrote some sentences with the root word in it, and I didn't know what the root word was, and that was really nice. And then we looked at our new book, which is Flotsam, and they made inferences based on the cover. That was really nice as well. My class are really good with their inference skills, so it was really nice to kind of do that. After that we had maths, where we looked at subtracting money that they just couldn't get their head around, so I'm going to have to consolidate that tomorrow, but that's okay. After that we had, this afternoon we had science, where we looked at fossils. We had a fossily lesson, so I changed my tough tray to suit that. And that was really nice. That was one of the stations we were working on. The other one was working on with me on identifying the different fossils, which was lovely, and how fossils are formed. And then the other station we had some children who were excavating a cookie as though they were paleontologists. That was amazing. So to get the smarts out of the cookie and talk about how they would do that if they were paleontologists and what was the important part of that. I've just spoken so quickly. I'm going to end it here in terms of this week, because it's now up to like, I was editing it last night and it's like 19 minutes or something stupid. I feel like it's been a bit of a muddle. I feel like It's not the best vlog in the world, but what can you do? It's what people have asked for. Gotta give the people what they want. It could be all la-di-da and, you know, stop motions, but it hasn't been my priority, and I hope it's okay. It's like realistic, isn't it? Real teacher life. I had some science back. I had a science book scrutiny, I want to say like the week before last. I don't even think it was last week. And I got the feedback today, and like it wasn't even anything horrendous. My world's like, I am my worst critic. I'm my biggest critic, and I'm really hard on myself, and I'm just a little bit annoyed about it. I've got a geography and history book scrutiny, not me personally, at the school. We have a geography and history book scrutiny tomorrow, and I've forgotten to bring my books home, which is annoying because you always want to check that they're up to date and check they're okay. But I can't. I don't want to cry about it a little bit. This has been a very kind of average couple of weeks in my life. Lots of work, I'm trying to I have a really nice class this year, so I can do lovely stuff with them. The behaviour's fab. They're really high ability, so that's nice, so it's always challenging them. Yes. I feel like I'm ending this on like a bit of a downer because I'm in a grumpy mood because I'm tired, but it's not. Teaching is the best job in the world ever. I love it. I love that I've got like 25 little wheel changes in my classroom every day. I love it when they find out new things. I love teaching them, but there are some sides of teaching that I'm going to be completely honest with that are hard. The planning is hard, and when things don't go right, it's hard, and feeling like you aren't being hard on yourself is hard. Feeling like you're not doing enough is hard. Not having enough hands to do everything is hard. Not having enough time in the day to do everything is hard. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I love it. And I'll speak to you next vlog if we have one. See you later. Hello, it's Wednesday. It's actually the day that I am uploading this vlog. And I thought I couldn't leave it the way that I left it yesterday. The footage you saw from yesterday, I think, was me in this exact same position with the same unwashed hair. Being completely honest, quite raw and emotional. I had a tough day yesterday, which people do when they're teaching, and I'm going to keep it in for that reason, so people kind of, you know, it's not all smiles and rainbows. But I couldn't leave it like that. I'm being so dramatic at one point. I just had a tough day and found yesterday hard. I'm perfectly fine now. I'm super duper happy. I got the feedback for some book scrutinies today, and they were all good. I did book moderation, that was all good. And the children are fine, I am fine, we were all happy, but I just couldn't leave it on me, like dramatically looking into the air, trying not to cry. So, hope this has been an enjoyable watch for you all. You follow me on my Instagram if you want to see more, who might not. It's Happy with this page. It looks like this. And I'll see you later. We're just like